everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to review a haul for you guys today. I did end up going to the thrift store last week Thursday and today, so I have a mixture of last week Thursday I only got like 2 or 3 items, not that many. That was actually a short haul. But today's haul was a very nice size. I'm not going to show you everything I got, but I am going to let you guys know that this is how big the actual size of the bag was. It was like a huge garbage bag full of stuff. So I'm not going to show you guys everything I got. I ended up spending about $21 for my entire purchase. I did end up purchasing something for my husband, which was about $12. So it brought my total up to $30-something, but I don't include that in this haul because this is just for eBay reselling purposes. So again, my total for everything that I purchased today was about $21, and then for the I think I purchased 2 items last week. Let me just go ahead and tell you the items that I purchased last week. So the 2 items that I purchased last week were this Dooney and Bourke black on black signature bag. And I don't know if you can see. And it also has the Dooney and Bourke tag on the inside. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yep. And so just a black on black signature bag, has the buckle closure as well as the key ring holder. So this was a great find. This actually wasn't behind the case. Usually they put their designer brands behind the case. And I actually looked behind the case and I didn't see anything that I wanted. But I ended up going to the purse area, and this was hanging like one of the first items that I spotted. And I paid $6.49. And so the sold listings for this, obviously Dooney and Bourke, you're going to get a great return on your investment. A great return on your investment. So I didn't want to pass this up, but $6. The next thing that I found last week were these. These literally have never been worn. Look at the bottom of this shoe. Never been worn. Tory and Bourke. Basically brand new. This is a size 5.5. It still has the sticker. Never been worn. Basically mint condition. Tory Bourke, and these were priced at $10. Like $10.49. So I think I spent about $16 or $18 last week. It wasn't a lot. But for these 2 purchases last week, my total was $16. And so with these 2 purchases alone, I'm for sure going to make probably over $100. Depending on what I priced it at. I didn't look up the comp. I looked up the comps for Tory Bourke flats. These were going for between $50 to $100, I think, for pre-owned. When these are actually new, but I can't market them as new. And then this Dooney and Bourke, I didn't look at the comps for it, but I know the Dooney and Bourke is a designer brand. It's going to give me a good return on my investment. So $16, going to see great return. And actually, I forgot to mention that I actually went to the Goodwill. So this is a total of 3 combined hauls. I went to the Goodwill over the weekend and I purchased some things. But I'm going to hold off on that because those are some of my big score items. So I'm just going to tell you what I purchased today at the thrift store. So I don't know if you guys remember last week when I did my YouTube video about my haul. I showed you guys these Sam Edelmans. And I purchased them for, I think they were $2.99 with half off. I'm pretty sure because I wouldn't have paid $3. So these was like $1.50. Today, I found basically the same pair in a different color. Sam Edelman. And these were $1.99 with half off. So I paid $1 for these. Same shoe, same size. I'm going to price the pair of these as a lot. Yep, gonna put them together and sell them as a lot. So I paid a total of like $2.50 for both of these, and this is a designer brand, not high end, but just a well-known shoe designer. And I purchased these as well at the thrift store this morning. This is this is actually one of the brands that I've been researching. And I haven't been to the mall to actually purchase clothing in years. I purchased my facial products from the mall, but I don't really shop at the mall anymore because I usually do secondhand. I don't work in corporate America, so I don't want to spend so much on items of clothing that I'm pretty much just going to be wearing around the house or to a thrift store. So I haven't been going shopping at the mall in a long time. But I did research the brand Athleta, and I actually, like last week when I stopped at the mall, I saw Athleta, but because I don't shop at the mall often, I'm almost never there. I didn't know that this brand was trending, so I ended up researching it and was just encouraged it, as a reseller, if you see it, to go out and purchase. So today I actually found 2 Athleta skirts. This one looks like it's more of a older brand. It has the Athleta tag on it, and it's just looks like a tennis skirt, and it has the drawstring expandable waist. Just a cute khaki skirt. Has the 2 pleats on the front with the 2 pockets, as well as a slit in the back. But this was $3.99 with half off, so I paid $2 for this. And the comps on these were great because this is actually a brand that's trending now, and it's current, so I didn't want to pass it up. Sorry about that, guys. I ended up receiving a call in the middle of that. So, like I was stating before, this was $2. So I ended up paying $2 for this Athleta skirt. Then I went down a few racks and I found this Athleta skirt. And this is just a cotton blend. I don't know if you can see it. This looks like it's more current. Size medium. Cotton. Skirt. And this was also $3.99 with half off, so I paid about $1 right now, but basically $2 rounded up for these. And the comps on these were like $30. So $2 turned into $30. I definitely will not be complaining about that. I found another nice skirt today. This is a Brooks Brothers. And Brooks Brothers, I heard about that a while back when I first started researching brands to sell on eBay. Brooks Brothers, I heard about that, but they were talking about men's brands and how Brooks Brothers was a good men's brand to resell. So I ended up actually, once I discovered who the designer was, I ended up actually seeing a lot of the same brands in women's clothing. So I picked up this Brooks Brothers skirt, and I usually don't pick up Brooks Brothers because it's such a well-known, high-quality brand that the Goodwill will up the price. So I usually don't pick it up because it's not, for me, I don't like to spend too much on my initial purchase for resale. So I picked up this Brooks Brothers wool skirt. And because it was wool, I was like, score, because wool sells a little bit better. It's more of a high-quality fabric. And I don't know why it's so blurry. Is it going to? Guys, it isn't going to do it. But it's Brooks Brothers. And this was $2.99 with half off, so I paid $1.50 for it. So, and I'm a good little return on my investment. So the last few pieces I'm going to show you. This is actually what I picked up from the Goodwill haul this weekend. And they were having 50% off pink tags. And I actually found quite a few pink tags. And what I like to do is I like to just put everything in my cart that I'm interested in reselling. And then at the end of the shopping trip, I will basically think about what my budget is for that day, and then I will select items based off what I already picked before to actually purchase. So this is one of the ones that made the pick, made the draft. I want to say this is just a Michael Kors black shoe, almost like a kitten heel. It's not as short, but just a black heel. Michael Kors, and it was $6.99 with half off. So I paid about $3.50 for these. Just some nice. I actually would love to have these because I want something like this just for church. Just a nice pump for church, and it's actually a great size. But it wasn't my size. I actually looked at it for me, but it's a 7.5, so I can't wear it. And then the last three pieces, I picked up. Actually, let me just show you this one first. I picked this one up today at the thrift store, and this is just a regular Armani Exchange woman's hoodie. And it has the logo on the front, Armani Exchange. Just a small, women's small hoodie. And it's Armani Exchange. And this was $4.99 with half off, so I paid $2.50. And because it's Armani Exchange, the completion and so it's going to do very well, so it's going to be a great return. Now, for this item, I basically took a gamble because with certain items, you just don't know as a reseller how it's going to do. Sometimes the comps will be up here and then they'll be down here. And so, like, you can find an item where the comps are 100, and then you can go to that same item and see the completion and sold listings, and someone purchased something for $10. So with this one, I wasn't too sure. But I am familiar with this designer, and this is more of a vintage piece. So I wanted to go ahead and take the risk on this. This is a Christian Dior men's sweater. And it's an older brand. Vintage, more of a vintage piece. And the reason why I said I'll go ahead and take the risk is because it actually has the Dior logo right here. So you can see, because some people, when they purchase things, I know for me, when I purchase things, I like to have the brand somewhere because you're paying so much. And it's like, I'm not going to pay this much, you know. Not that you want to just broadcast it, but I like having the brand and like having, you know, advertising what I have on. I don't know. If I'm going to pay hundreds of dollars or, you know, in the upper hundreds, you know, I want, you know, you to know. I don't want it to look like just an ordinary item, you know, and people to say, why does she pay that much? So I paid $6.99 for this. And it's just a men's sweater with the Dior sign on it. It's a size large. So I'm going to put it on eBay and we'll see how it goes. If nothing else, I should get my return on investment. This is a gamble because it's such an older sweater. So I'm hoping to at least get the return on my investment. And last but not least, guys, I purchased this. I actually found one of these before and I just passed it up because I wasn't familiar with how this particular brand advertises their logos. So I didn't know if it was authentic or, you know, because this is a well-known, high-quality brand. So I wasn't familiar with how they advertise their logo on their on this particular item. But I did find another men's item with the same logo, and I passed it up. And so I'll have been on the lookout for this again and again because, you know, it's just a good score. And so this is a Burberry London men's striped button-up. And it's a size large. And so I'm glad that I actually scored this one. The other one that I purchased was like brown and look more vintage, but this actually can look more current if you pair this with the right tie. So it's like a burnt orange, cream, and brown. But if you pair this with the right tie, this can still look current. And so I'm glad that I actually found this one. Because I think I can make this look a little more current. I'm going to pair with probably one of my husband's ties. So, you know, to advertise it, you know, how you can actually wear it. But I was so glad to find this. And I paid $7.99 for this. And so I don't know how I'm going to price this because, again, this is one of those items that some were in the 70s and some were like, you know, very low in the teens. So I'm going to have to get an average price point and then I'm going to price that. But overall, I did really great. And like I said, I didn't even show you all of the items that I purchased throughout those few days because it just would be too, you know, too long of a video. And I didn't want to do that to you guys. But I like to show you guys the key pieces and show you how you can find quality pieces thrifting, and especially if you go to the thrift stores. Like the thrift stores, since I've been reselling, though, that has been my go-to, the actual thrift stores, because it's almost like they have better designer brands for a cheaper price. Like this Burberry, if I would have found this at the thrift store, I probably would have paid maybe $4.99. Well, you know, sometimes, you know, they'll overprice stuff, but I find, like I said, these Tory Burks were only $10. At the Goodwill, you definitely were going to pay at least $24. They probably would have priced this at $40, and it would have been in the case. Because with this Dooney and Bourke, definitely you're going to pay $20 to $40 at the Goodwill, and I paid $6 at the thrift store. So that's something to think about. If you are purchasing items for yourself, you might, you know, somebody might pay, you know, $40 for this at the Goodwill if they're purchasing it for themselves. But reselling, I would never pay that much because then you don't have enough wiggle room to price it for resale. So, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will definitely be back soon with more thrift store hauls. Until next time, have a good day.